Chronicle has been blessed with the talents of some gifted people through the years. People who've made us laugh, made us cry, made us think.
Liz Bruner is one of them. She came to WCVB in the fall of 1993, and after several years on Chronicle and the Eye Opener newscast, Liz now co-anchors News Center 5 at 5:30 and 11 o'clock. But a little part of her remains with Chronicle.
Oh, and it always will, Mary. I have been so proud to have been a part of a long line of Chronicle contributors.
In the beginning, there were three. Chet Curtis came from News Center 5 and returned there in the summer of '82. Now he co-anchors Newsnight on New England Cable News. Donna Downs left the program shortly after it began. Today, she's an attorney in Virginia, active in Korean War MIA issues.
I am a yuppie.
So confessed Jean Blake upon the opening of a new mall called Copley Place. Jean profiled Roxbury's own boy band, New Edition. And took us inside the women's prison in Framingham. She was equally at home in the calm of Little Compton and the Cajun chaos of the New Orleans World's Fair. In 1984, she defected to another station, but we forgave her. Today, she's an independent producer of medical documentaries. Arnie Reisman delivered satirical parting shots in the show's early years.
Of course, there is one way you can eliminate all the bother and headaches of wondering when is the next time I'm going to get the boot. You can do what I did. You can sell your car.
Today, he's a writer and producer who also plays word games on National Public Radio's Says You. Another panelist on the same show, Tony Khan.
In car space, people lose their grip on common sense. How about a $350 fuzz buster to avoid a $75 speeding ticket?
Tony contributed his own comic pieces for the show. Today, he's a commentator and anchor for National Public Radio's The World program. Longtime Chronicle viewers may best remember him for his touching story about Hollywood's blacklisting of his father during the 50s. Andrea Hall also dipped into her family history during her 8 years with Chronicle, most notably in a program on racial unrest in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. Andrea tackled social issues in reports on Operation Rescue and the deadly mix of gangs and guns, dipped into dowsing and other Yankee arts, and made a memorable trip to Africa for a series of programs.
Why does he like this area? He has 700 cattle, uncounted sheep, 10 children, and 3 wives.
Today, after stops at Fox and CNN, she's an author, public speaker, and media advisor.
Yes, it's April in the West. Mountain biking season for sure.
Chuck Kramer is now at WGBH. He was an active verb when he graced these airwaves. Biking, ballooning, climbing, flying, diving, sea and sky. He retraced Thoreau's footsteps, built castles in the sand, and left an indelible impression of a big winter in a small town. My first Chronicle assignment, Washington's Holocaust Museum, an experience I'll never forget.
In 1983, I visited Mauthausen, Austria. I remember walking through the concentration camps and feeling the pain, the isolation, the sheer horror of the unspeakable events that took place there.
Other memories? Going back to my childhood home, Hawaii. Meeting the brave kids who come to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Looking at the controversial issue of gay marriage. Braving a ride on the back of a Harley. I got to go to Las Vegas and the lakes of New Hampshire, to the crowning of Miss America, and close to the search for extraterrestrial life. I certainly enjoyed the ride, and I hope you did too.
Happy birthday! Well, it's been 20 years of Chronicle, another 20 to come, but in 1982, when Chronicle launched, so did Atari, so did Selectavision, and G.I. Joe was brought back to the masses as a 3 3/4-inch action figure. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and E.T. were in the theaters, and this girl named Madonna and another girl, a little girl from Canada named Celine Dion, both were releasing an album. Well, things change, but you'll always see the changes happening on Chronicle. Stick around for another 20 years.
Blow out the candle.